Welcome to another episode of Beyond Cheers, the Detective Gomez Files. I'm your host, Detective Gomez, and ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about owner Jerry Jones of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, he is been ordered on February 19th to take a paternity test to find out whether or not he is the father of a girl here in Dallas. It's kind of a touchy situation here because it says here, I'm going to read this to you. This is kind of the catchy part here. It says, Alexandra Davis, 27-year-old woman, is suing Jerry Jones to find out whether or not he's the biological father. Now, Jerry Jones made a deal or a contract. I'll read this exactly what it says here. Davis sued Jones 2 years ago to determine whether or not he was the biological father, where she alleged she was conceived when Jones and her mother had a relationship in the 1990s. Okay. Now, 1990 is when the Cowboys won the championship, the Super Bowl. All right. Now, according to court docs, Jones agreed to financially support them, mother and daughter, as long as they didn't identify Jones as Davis's father. The lawsuit aimed to dismiss that contract, but then it was dropped, and then now she's pursuing the paternity test. So the daughter just wants to know whether he's the dad or not. That's it. But there's a little bit more to this, okay? She's also filed a case against him for defamation. So that's the money part where she's trying to make some money on this thing. And I don't know too much about the defamation part, but it says Jones has two options to move with this case: either acknowledge he's the father or take the paternity test. Speaking to the Dallas Morning News, the attorney said she is in a position where she really has no longer has to hide the truth. So the daughter doesn't want to hide the truth anymore. She wants to find out what the truth is. And the only way she's going to find out is whether Jerry Jones takes the test or not. So he's been ordered to take the test. This is playing out in Dallas right now since February 19th, but they keep talking about it. There's one more thing here. It says Jones's attorneys also argue that the man married to Davis' mother when she was born was her presumed father. So I guess the daughter's just questioning, I just want to know who the dad is. I just want to know. But she's also suing them for defamation. So that's where the money part comes in. But at the end of the day, she wants to know who her dad is. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, you got to do that. But it's just kind of tough to have something like that hit you, when you're 81 years old. 81 years old is a long time to get with a paternity suit and a judge making you take the test, unless you just turn around and acknowledge you're the father. So we'll see how this thing plays out. I don't know how it's going to play out for Jerry, but we'll have to wait and see. But whatever he's got to do before the NFL season starts, because it's right around the corner. Starts in August. And the way the Cowboys did last year, he's got to be focused and get some contracts taken care of so some of these football players can come out there and win for the Dallas Cowboys. So we'll see how this thing plays out. Most important thing is, I think at the end of the day, you just got to understand where the girl's coming from. She wants to know who her dad is. That's all. And now, but she's also suing for defamation. So that's another topic that we'll talk about that later on, how that's coming into play with the paternity test. But overall, as men, sometimes it's just kind of hard for, when you get hit with the paternity test, you just don't know where it's coming from. Or a lot of times a woman will hit you, 6 or 7 years down the road. Hey, by the way, I believe you're the father's child. You see it on the Maury Povich show. You are the father, on different paternity tests. Sometimes they are the fathers and sometimes they're not. So I think a paternity test is probably the best way to do it is a DNA test to find out whether he's the father or not. So, Jerry, I wish you good luck. I hope you will find out whether you're the father or not. And then if you're not the father, you've been just paying money for nothing, right? So who knows? We'll see how this thing works out. This was back in the 1990s. This is 2024. So it's been almost 30 years. So good luck, Jerry. We hope this works out for you and the Dallas Cowboys, and hope everything works out. All right. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, just be safe out there. If you're out there having intimacy with people, watch where you be protective. I'll say it like that. Okay. Because when you start having kids, things like that, they get expensive. Remember that. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap our show up today. Of course, we want to thank our attorney, Mr. Juan Hernandez. It's a personal injury attorney here in Dallas. If you've been in a car accident, call him. I'm telling you, call him right now. It will help you. He's helped me, and I know he can help you through an accident if you've been involved. So don't be afraid to call. And of course, you can contact me at detectivegomez.com for all your detective or investigative questions. I'll be more than glad to help you out. Let's say your GPS, hidden camera, hidden recorders, surveillance services. I even offer a little infidelity coaching, so to speak. So if you got some things you just want to talk about, visit me at detectivegomez.com and let me help you out. Okay? So take care. Have a great day. I'll see you next time on Beyond Cheers to Detective Gomez. And remember, don't cheat.